Sean Kingston and his mom got arrested over a 232-inch TV. Cloud babies, we're not making this up.
The musician was not home Thursday, but his mother was. And cops arrested 61-year-old Janice Turner on a series of theft and fraud charges.
What kind of ignorant stuff is going on here? And we got Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan. Just basically, he's a genius, people.
See my name, inventor, Terrence Deshaun Howard. This patent has earned over $7 trillion.
And you didn't get a piece.
And I haven't gotten a
And also, Donald Trump had a rally in the Bronx, and he invited two of Bronx's finest.
Rapper Sleepy Hollow.
Make America great again.
Sleepy Hollow and Chef G to the rally.
Gotta do what you gotta do. And we got Joe Budden going at it with his ex, Tahiri. It's on.
Don't ask me nothing about button. My girl too.
What are we gonna do?
Cloud Babies Elevation Nation, we're gonna talk about.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What's up this week? I didn't get with the 1, 2, 3. All right, you know we gotta pay some bills, so we'll be right back.
Thanks to Epidemic Sound, you get a 7-day free trial.
You like free things? You get a free trial with over 40,000 tracks, 90,000 sound effects that we use personally on the show.
No copyright claim.
No copyright.
That's the main important thing.
You don't have to worry about anything. Once you start choosing some sounds, you get personalized recommendations. Everything comes to you. You have unlimited downloads to choose from. You could be like us and have the show popping.
Make sure you sign up. Go check it out. You have a 7-day free trial. If you don't like it, you could always cancel. And guys, go have fun.
All right, let's get back to the show.
His mom, Janice Turner, facing a judge here in Broward County.
Brand theft greater than $20,000, brand theft greater than $100,000.
Warrants released Friday allege the pop star and his mom defrauded a number of companies, dealing in jewelry and cars, writing checks for things they could not afford.
Cloud Babies, who would have seen this? I mean,
not on that TV, you wouldn't have. Because it's gone now.
TV.
It's gone now.
Yo, Sean Kingston got his mom involved, right? This dude been stealing watches.
This is pure ignorance right here.
Son, what kind of Jamaican craziness is going on? It's over a 232.
Bro, this ain't layaway.
TV.
This is stay away.
No Diddy.
Bro.
Yo, Sean Kingston, as a fellow Jamaican, if you gonna go down, nigga, make sure you rob the whole bank, gang. Make sure you scammed a lot. If you go down for a flat screen TV, oh no.
New video obtained by TMZ shows the moments before singer and rapper Sean Kingston is arrested after stepping off stage at a performance in California. Kingston is known for his upbeat tunes, but now he and his mother are accused of committing more than $1 million in fraud in just a matter of months.
You missed that.
What?
This ain't layaway. This is stay away.
Stay away.
Don't pay.
So you think he's gonna do jail?
Bro, I might have to. This is a 232-inch TV. I'd be mad too.
Son, but there's more to it.
Warrants released Friday allege the pop star and his mom defrauded a number of companies, dealing in jewelry and cars, writing checks for things they could not afford.
Somebody call 911.
Sean is a walking crime machine. He sings part-time and he does this basically full-time.
People are very, very money hungry and they only look at clients as a dollar sign, and that's not right.
So that's why when they got raided in the house in California, right, that he rented $35,000 a month, Cloud Babies, right?
Bro,
why don't just buy a house? I would never rent for $35,000.
That's ridiculous.
Doesn't matter rich or not.
That's ridiculous.
Just
buy an apartment.
Deputies searched the property for more valuables like high-priced watches. Several bags of potential evidence were carried out of the property and what appeared to be more big-ticket items that were fully covered. Even a luxury Bentley SUV was towed away from the driveway of the mansion.
What are we doing?
What kind of dumb rapper stuff is that?
Do it like Boosie and have an estate.
That's why he's here stealing watches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's like the watch salesman.
What he was doing in Florida, South Florida, he'll walk around bragging like, yo, you know, I'm a celebrity. I know Justin Bieber. I'm working with this person and that.
Flexing.
You know what I mean? Flexing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay. And then he promised them like, yeah, you know, I'll have Justin Bieber give you a shout out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Call the homies, yeah.
Yeah. And then he just cut the chain or the watch and then don't pay.
Bro, I don't know whether it's smart or that's definitely not smart.
It's dumb.
Because you know it's going to catch up to you eventually.
He's accumulating like $5 million a year.
It's ridiculous. You can't, it's like you got to look at the contracts, my guy. You bought that stuff. You didn't
Your name is on
rent
it. He
it.
signed it.
Yeah.
Talking about how you end up with a TVA, I don't know.
Exactly. Maybe he did that with his mom. That's why his mom's got all the charges right now.
Son, they have
He had
the
his
mom
mom sign
looking
the
like a
detail.
fool in there, bro. No
poor lady,
wig.
poor
She's
lady.
bald headed. She's like
Oh.
61.
Lord.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Shave her head?
Turner on a series of theft and fraud charges.
She's complicit in it. She knows what's going on.
Cap! Mama ain't know nothing going on. That's lies.
Yeah, like,
Come on,
is
man.
she the mastermind behind this?
What if she is? What if he's been indoctrinated
Because you know the
since a
feds
child?
probably have shit wired.
Bro, and you know what the crazy part is? I'm just on a tangent. His music, don't disrespect Sean. Corny. I'm corny with my music, but that's corny. Like,
Hey, you
come
can't
on.
say that because he's writing for like Chris Brown, your
True,
favorite.
True. Okay, so
he's
yeah,
writing for a lot of artists.
he's
bro.
ghostwriting well.
Yes.
Apparently, he's a great ghostwriter.
Yes.
But he hasn't ever hit a hit since 2009, my God. So
I mean, if you don't,
no
if
wonder
you
he's
can't
on
make-
layaway.
If you can't make a hit, you might as well trying to sell a hit.
I mean, he's buying things that he ain't paying for, so you got to sell something.
That's true.
You got to sell something.
That is true. What is wrong with this dude?
I don't know, man. Look, he came to Australia a few times, right? And you know, he did it big, but he was like playing just local clubs. Like he made some club appearances, and I'm like, damn, Big Sean, not Big Sean, Sean Kingston, goddamn fell off. You know, I'm like, wow, this can't be real. And then he never had a song after that. And then he still got. It looked like when I saw him on Instagram though, years later, right? Flexing, had all the money, like all the money. Had all the money.
He's been doing the same thing. I'm glad you bought the Instagram because I almost forgot.
Yeah.
Remember the time he bought a plane?
Oh.
He scammed that too. He didn't pay the rest of the freaking money.
So I am a private jet broker for Nava Jets, and I also run their social media. So one day we got a message from Sean Kingston. He was interested in one of our planes for sale and came to Palm Beach with his family to see the plane. He said he was going on tour and wanted this plane ready soon, and there was no Wi-Fi, so we flew the plane from Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale for our mechanics to install the Wi-Fi for him, for it to be ready for his tour. And this was out of our expense. We had to pay the pilots and for the fuel and everything. He came again to Fort Lauderdale, brought his family and friends. We popped the champagnes, we shook hands, agreed on a price, and they signed the contract. The contract stated that the payment is due in full within the 3 days of signing. And Sean was posting that this is his jet, that he bought it with not even $1 down.
Your jet was old, you was scamming. You tried to scam me.
Sean Kingston, he just pulled out his gun. He said, "You're not leaving this car."
A lot of people say that. They say I owe on jewelry and I'm be paying people just because, I might be late on one payment. I'm going to sue him off for being late on one payment. That's not right.
No way. Makes sense.
Yes.
No wonder Bow Wow, he's from Bow Wow on an economy
We
flight.
joking on Bow Wow Cloud Babies.
But he's this
Kingston
frugal
is
man.
Worse.
Way worse. Dude, Sean Kingston is real, man. And he's got the whole fam looking. Poor fam out here. Even the sister out here.
Oh, son, she had a fatty.
Hey, I was looking. I was not trying to say it.
Cloud Baby, I'll say it for you.
Got.
So she was walking in there
Whoa.
like, woo.
Whoa.
Son,
hey, if you need money,
if I was the Fed,
there's a website and it has there's an O and an F in it.
Hey.
And if Sean
if
really
I was
wanted,
the Feds, I would have took that too. You know what I mean? Like, hey, there's no way.
took the BBL.
BBL.
Imagine getting your BBL repossessed.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Kingston's.
He had the car. The car was going out the driveway.
Gone.
Hey, man, the sister's
Gone.
BBL with it.
Gone.
Wagon with it. Flat tires.
Flat tires. And they have the mom looking ridiculous in there, man.
Terrible,
That's the sad part.
But apparently she's really like, there's some charges that's been put against her alone, even, you know, in this respect.
I think it's because she live in the house.
I think there's some other stuff going on.
Yeah, you think so?
I think there's too much for them to get rated like that, because he's been sweet, you know, chilling, as if he didn't think that was coming. And now he says, he put out on social media posts on his story saying that, you know, people want to push the negativity. And you know what? We kind of do a little bit. We do a little bit, yeah. It's just a laugh at it. But he said that, oh, my lawyers are handling this. You think his lawyers are going to handle it? You think his lawyers are going to handle this?
You better pay him up front, no pro bono. Like,
the lawyer's looking at the bill like, hey, there's an invoice.
I see your track.
If you didn't know already, Terrence Howard, the actor, the phenomenal actor who's in Hustle and Flow and Empire and all that kind of stuff, and he was in Iron Man 1. Yes. But famously didn't continue.
Well, we found out he's a real Iron Man now.
Now we'll figure it out. So we found out now, and I saw some videos of him lecturing at universities, at like, you know, crazy big universities. And I was wondering, what is War Machine out doing on the podium talking to students?
He's doing War Machine stuff.
Turns out this dude,
silicone.
And the way he is a genius, he freely admits, it's from the spiritual realm. And he was led to a mansion where he was given the answers in bubble format.
From himself.
From himself.
Yes, sir.
Transcendency.
Yeah.
Through time.
Time.
Now, as hard as that is to swallow, okay? No
You
Diddy.
have to watch the Joe Rogan podcast.
You got to
bro.
watch
It's a
all
must
3
watch.
hours, right? Now, you don't know it. I'm a nerd, right? I'm an engineer by qualification, right? What he was saying actually made sense, bro.
A lot.
There was a few things, though.
That's questionable.
That's a little questionable, right? Now, fair enough. But in the general scheme, for someone to look at him as an actor from the outside, you can just...
That's where the problem is.
Yes.
Yeah, I think even Joe Rogan touched up on that. It's just that people don't really see him serious because, like, first off, you're an actor.
Yep.
He's a good actor, but,
Yep.
like, is he Grammy nominated?
Oh, I'm not too sure. Maybe for Hustle and Flow, bro.
Yeah.
I think for Hustle and Flow, he was Grammy
yeah,
nominated.
yeah.
And he didn't even
You're
get
right.
dimes for that. He didn't even get like the proper pay. Yeah.
Yeah, he better get paid for
Crazy.
it. But the way he cracks certain things, like certain codes and stuff like that, it's amazing the way he, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Break it down, son. Especially the bubble stuff.
100%.
Like, oh, man.
So curved things, like everything has frequency, bringing the reality to the forefront and trying to understand it from a philosophical point of view instead of just worrying about the data, which eventually you're going to have to worry about the data. That's where I come from a little bit, right? That's my only pushback. I'm like, you can definitely develop these new ideas, but you need to test it. You need to
I
actually
think he's
get
in the
out
process of doing that. And then he
I love
looks
to
like he's
see
been testing a lot of those ideas already.
Simulations.
I like the idea that it's because of him, we have these cloud babies, Vision Pro.
Bro.
Everybody need to pay my mans in them.
Bro,
He
go
have
to
the patent, son.
Yeah, we might put a link in the description. Go get yours and experience Terrence Howard's work yourself.
Yes. It's because of him we have VR.
Yeah.
Merging virtual reality. It says merging virtual reality with reality.
Crazy.
This is crazy. Bro.
Crazy.
I'm like, my nigga did it.
That's what I was like, I went and looked at the patents too. I was like,
Yes,
man,
yes.
he really does for
Yeah.
like projectiles. But there's a couple of things. He has like abandoned patents, right? And the difference with that is, so
That's
basically.
why they're trying to get him with this.
Yeah.
With the VR.
So they use your stuff.
Without trying to pay him, bro.
But they cite it. They cite it,
You
right?
see how they trying to do you, cloud babies?
See my name, inventor Terrence Deshaun Howard.
System and method for merging virtual reality and reality to provide an enhanced sensory experience.
You can't win, yo.
Even if you patent it, yo.
Even if you patent it,
Yeah.
son, they're trying to find a way still, son.
Still, dude.
This is changing everything. You got to understand, doctors is doing like surgical stuff from different countries with this right now. Dang. This is what they testing on. They have a robot somewhere in Germany, and one dude in Boston wearing this, and then trying to freaking do a full cut and sewing right now because of Terrence. And then they stole the idea and not giving my mans in them.
I don't know. We should
some clout.
We should gotta slow down. Maybe we should use it for beating our meat for a little bit longer.
There's a lot of niggas beating their meats right now because of Terrence.
Before we go to surgery,
niggas not beating their meat right
I
now.
know,
because
no.
of
Can we
Terrence,
perfect
bro.
the meat?
No Diddy,
Just
son.
Perfect that before
right.
we move on to surgery. This is the great thing about Rogan, though. To give him some props, it's like without Rogan giving people like him a platform, you would just think he's another crazy. And the way the mainstream media would depict him as just a crackpot, bro.
Yeah, man.
So
Neil deGrasse got beef with my boy Terrence, yo. I'm with Terrence, yo. deGrasse be talking.
You're a fan of Neil, bro.
Me
Back
too.
in the day,
Now it's like some Cat William. You gotta choose sides.
Do you know what it is?
Just like Metro Boomin said, choose sides.
Choose a
Pick
side.
a side.
BBL Drizzy.
What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm
Now,
with Terrence.
Exactly. And with
Iron
Neil,
Man, baby.
bro, I thought about with Neil. I know what's up with Neil, bro. The problem is, bro. The problem is, man.
He didn't solve it.
He's married to his ideas, right?
F his idea, I feel like he's hating.
No, but this is the thing.
Go ahead.
Because he's what is he? He's a, scientist, cosmologist, but he's literally works at the Institute of, Technology in the New York, natural sciences.
He's just a teacher, nigga.
So but that's what I'm saying. So you're a part of the
you're a teacher,
education
you
system.
doing.
So whoever's a part, all the professors, all the lecturers, bro, they're indoctrinated into what they've learned. So that's it. That is that's
it. Yeah,
that's
they
all
don't
the
wanna-
reality is. Nothing can question that.
Yeah,
And that's
especially
the
if you're
problem.
debunking the whole theory too.
100%.
It's just a slap in the face.
100%. And this is the problem. So he doesn't even have the room to even consider the idea. He'll always want to dispute it. Yeah. But the problem is, that's not what real science is.
Yeah.
Real science is curiosity.
It's always been theory.
Real science,
anyway.
well, it's just being curious, bro. And it's testing things.
Yeah.
It's being curious and testing the idea. Not being me like, that's the idea. You know, if you just believe in the idea, that's faith.
Yeah.
That ain't science.
Exactly. So, yeah, I'm beefing with Neil, son.
Terrence
all the way, bro.
Yep, me too.
I couldn't believe when Terrence was telling us. So I'm like, wait, what? Neil is hating?
We might be in the future. I'm trying to be Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil is hating because he didn't invent the freaking VR. That's why.
Yeah. He got Pluto.
Teaching but can't do nothing.
Yeah. And Neil got famous for going against Pluto.
That is true.
So he went against the doctrine. So how are you not accepting new ideas, Neil? Go back to wrestling. What are we doing?
Cloud babies.
Yeah.
I'm with the Iron Man, the real man. Son.
Hey, he is the real deal.
Come on up, fellas. Rapper Sleepy Hollow. Come on up here, fellas. How are you, man? Hey. Oh, I like that. I want to get that done.
President Trump. Oh, man. One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say. They always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us. Make America great again.
Donald Trump had a rally, right? In New York.
Should have brought out Terrence.
In the Bronx. Yeah, that's too educated for him.
Yeah.
You crazy, you'll lose Trump.
You're right.
You cannot lose Trump in a phone call,
You're right.
What? So Trump in the rally brought out Chef G and Sleepy Hollow, 2 drill rappers from the Bronx.
Hey, man, when you want the black vote, you're trying to get them.
You do whatever you
double
can.
down.
He said, should I use those rappers or should I use AI? All right, I use these rappers. Like, that's crazy, son.
Bro, he's this far
and the crowd
away.
was kind of loving it.
He's this far away from putting some extra tan on in his tanning bed.
Sleepy Hollow, you could tell was, and I'm not giving him a pass, I'm disgusted, hit them both with the button. As far as I'm concerned, I hit everybody at the station. Let's pull them off Summer Jam. I just want y'all to know, that is me, Karen Rosenberg. I don't want him on Summer Jam. But, listen, put a face to it. I don't want him on Summer Jam. But, just to be clear, he's laughing through that. You can't tell it's a big joke to him, which to me makes it in some ways even worse. But like that, make America great again, he could barely hold himself together from laughing. What kind of endorsement is that, bro?
Because I don't really care. I just want to see Trump win for the bullshit. Like, I just want to see him. It was fun. Don't you remember the 4 years that he was in office? We had so much comedy. It was great.
So much comedy,
It was
great. Content was great.
It was great. And they pulled out troops. Now we got a whole war.
When you have kids, you have businesses and stuff like that. You do not want Trump crowd babies. Yeah. All right. Of course, this is my opinion. I'm not trying to sway you to vote for whoever you want to vote for.
The fact that Donald Trump was like, bring what rappers you got from New York City?
Here's another thing I'm doing. I'm hitting a reporter friend of mine who's like a really good journalist. And I'm telling him someone's got to go try to figure out, like a real journalist needs to do the work to figure out what the story is behind these things happening. I am curious, like, wouldn't you be curious?
They have outreach. There's a black dude, I forget his name. He pops up. He's openly a Trump guy. He's the black dude that goes out.
Okay, so they have an outreach guy.
Recruiter.
The rapper recruiter guy.
You can't blame them, right? Yeah. Like we're saying, you know. Yeah. So, but I don't think it's a smart move for him to try and be like, I need more black voters. Let me go to the Bronx with Sleepy Harlow and the crew. Like, what are we doing?
And Chef G.
Yeah, let's throw man.
The
get down.
Trump talking about he want grills like that they have, tattoos in his face too. Like,
really?
What I mean? Cloud chasing, bro.
You're bullshit.
Finest.
No, you know what Trump should have done? He should have come out to the Bronx and given away all of his shoes.
StreamYard is the easiest way to live stream and record. Everybody's using it.
Everybody's doing. Get started for free when you hit the link in the description below. We got you sorted. Be like us. We're starting a live stream, and everybody's live stream. If you want to interact with your people, this is the way to do it, and do it on multi-platforms, one-stop shop, and you're going to go live on everything.
Which means when you record your live going on YouTube, you could also go on Rumble, Twitch, TikTok, and everything and above, okay? Go try it out for free and let me know what you think.
Let's go.
I had a lot of people kind of like champion a post I made on Twitter. And then I had a lot of people also in the comments kind of like, how can you take that stance? But you sit next to someone who's been accused of things and all that. And at first I was like, do I even pay attention to it? Because I already know where I stand. But let's just keep it a stack. Let's just keep it a buck. You guys had a lot of things to say in comparison to some of the things that Joe has been accused of, right? All the people in the comments that want to ask, I'm gonna address it. I've never been told by him that he's ever done anything like that. I love him. I take his word for it. If the day comes where that to be a lie, and I find out anything different, I will address him in the proper channel, the proper way, and I will make every statement in the same fashion that would need to be said.
Yes.
Speaking of Joe, we got a different Joe. Joe Budden and his former girl, Tahiri, going at it. At first, it was brought up from the Diddy stuff. Like, can you break this down? Like, what has been going on between these? Joe is always finding himself in the cycles.
Yeah, well, he was critiquing the whole situation with Diddy and Cassie and stuff like that, the beat down, and also, like, you know what I mean, Diddy apologizing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
He did very well on that.
That shit was almost unbearable to watch. I'm certain that was triggering for a lot of people, a lot of people that saw it. And that was Friday.
Yes.
I assumed that he would go and just hide somewhere. But why would you do that when you are just a glutton for attention? So he pops right back out. Talk about tone deaf. Talk about inability to read a room. Where are the fucking publicists? Where's anybody in this moment? But he pops back out with this half-hearted bullshit apology.
The Shade Room will post about Joe Budden's response, and Tahiri would jump in the comments saying, "This whole took me out. So hard to watch. So sorry for Cassie and every other woman who is currently going through it or has ever gone through it. It's tough." She will continue, now talking about Joe. "F out of here. Who? The irony. This is so triggering. I remember Joey throwing me down a flight of stairs, dragging me back into the house, and me having to talk him into letting me go. But Joe would see that comment and respond in kind, saying, 'Tahiri, you are a lying, failed gold digger that has abused, targeted, and manipulated many men. Outside of me, you lack an identity, which is why you've tried desperately to attach yourself to me for over 15 years. The last time I saw you, I purchased a mattress from you and you were happy you made the sale.'"
You went to buy a bed from her?
Yeah, I know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know if that's an inside joke,
What you
but
talking
like,
about?
I was like, what
Yeah, what you talking about? Buy a mattress? What
A
you talking about?
mattress.
From your ex?
Mm-hmm.
You want her business?
Hey, trying to help out.
Wait, what?
Good Samaritan.
I don't know if that's acceptable.
Hey.
I don't know what that is, Joe. I've been hating on Joe for the last 5 minutes.
I don't know why.
No offense, Joe. I was just, you know, I'm just curious. Now, him and Tahiri were together for a long time before that?
Yeah, they started like Love and Hip Hop, bro.
Whoa.
The format of Love and Hip Hop is because of him.
Oh,
They
whoa.
are pioneers, both of them.
Okay, man.
Tahiri's walking around Manhattan with a freaking camera. This is like early 2003, 2002.
Oh, okay,
so.
I was a baby at that point.
Yes,
No
sir.
wonder. Damn.
So is Joe walking around recording himself, him in a relationship.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah, and that's how we were introduced to Tahiri. And then she worked at a bar one time, and then some dude broke her nose, punched her right in the freaking nose, broke her stuff.
Was it Diddy?
She had a she had a neck brace and everything like that.
Whoa.
She should be talking about him instead of like going to Joe. She have a podcast now.
Of course,
That's why
she
she's
does.
doing all of this craziness.
Of course she does.
That's my theory, cloud babies.
That's a
Cloud chasing.
solid ass. That's a Terrence Howard theory right there.
Yes, sir.
That's a
That's
hella
the bubble.
plausible theory right
That's
there.
The bubble floating
That's a
over.
real theory
Yes,
right there. It's an easy proven true right there.
Yeah, she got a new freaking podcast. She's trying to, you know what I mean, create content, talking reckless, and then, you know, trying to.
And go at your most famous ex.
Yeah, Cassie Diddy was like, oh, yeah, I got beat up too. Oh, my God. Funny. But we got to believe women, though. We can't make fun of it.
Well, 100%. Like, 100%. Right? And this is where it gets real tricky because the more you see the flip of girls coming after famous guys for lots of money.
Yeah.
It makes the real situations not be looked at the way that they should, right? Because there's real stuff. Like, look at the Diddy stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we saw it. That's real. And there's stuff like that happens. So you want to believe women. And you want to have that as the default setting. But when you look at stuff like this, you look at Joe Budden's situation, Tahiri's situation, you're like, man, it's fishy.
Yeah. Same thing, like, for example, Diddy just got another lawsuit against him. This chick accusing him of like, you know what I mean, assaulting him.
Oh,
Yo, the whole, yeah, if you're reading it, you're like, what the hell? She's like, oh yeah, I sucked his D in 2003. And then she kept her clothes wrapped up.
In a
still
plastic
to
bag?
This day, in a plastic bag, still to this day.
To keep the evidence.
That's in the, yeah. That's in the court case.
That's
right?
premeditation.
That's what I'm talking about. And then she got into a divorce, telling the husband for 4 years, was like, oh, I had to divorce my husband because I got flashback of me sucking Diddy's dick.
Nah, fam.
Like, come on,
No. You're bullshitting.
BS, I swear to God.
No, for real? Like, that's what she said?
Yes, it's in the paperwork.
Wow.
Yes,
Flashback.
Oh, I can't. We gotta get a divorce.
Yo.
What?
Poor guy, man. This dude couldn't live in Diddy's shadow for real.
Couldn't, son.
The deep
Take
dark
that,
shadow.
Take that, son.
Hey.
Every time she hit take that, she's like, no. Oh my God, we shouldn't be laughing. Believe all women, son.
But that's weird. To say that's the reason.
Yes, sir.
That's some vivid flashbacks, though.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he laced the weed.
I really want to see what the dude looks like, because if the dude doesn't look like Diddy, it's
on
gonna
the
be
paperwork, right? She didn't even say Diddy give her any type of substance. She was like, yeah, Diddy invite me to the studio, and then Diddy's boy give me a joint. I smoked it, and after 3 puff, whatever, like, you know what I mean, or a drink, whatever. You know, the same stories that they always tell about Diddy. So it's just
now, I believe that.
Yeah.
Like that part of the story, 100%.
Yes.
Oh, we believe that. Oh, definitely he would have. There's some Crosby situations going on in Diddy's corner. Let's be real. Now, the other stuff, like how deep it got to the point where she got a piece of clothing in a plastic bag, I don't know.
It's premeditated.
That's a lot of thinking.
BS.
That's a lot of like, I'm gonna.
But why now though?
That's sick.
That's like what, 20, 23 years? Like, that's crazy.
Well, I wonder why that's the case in general, why that happens, where you get like more tagging. Obviously, you see that Cassie settled. So you have money going around.
So you're like, okay, there's an example.
So now it's time.
Yeah.
Let's get the plastic bag out the
but
closet.
You wait after 5 lawsuits? That would be the 5th.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the 5th.
Well, you got 2 arguments, right?
You don't want to be the first.
You don't want to be the first, and then so you have an argument where it's 100% real, and her story is 100% real, and she just felt like she couldn't come out because no one would believe her. But now that it's now there's more stories.
She have evidence though.
Was the thing, but maybe she thought that no one would believe her, but now that it's out, she feels like she's comfortable to come out and tell her story.
Because she could use examples like, look what he did to Cassie. Look, there's example here, the little rod stuff. Although it's all allegations at the moment.
There's a lot of pre-justification for her case, right? So you go, okay, that's one aspect. Now the flip side is, then you have the ugly side that it could be on the ugly side where, it's time to make some money. Yeah, like, I've been waiting, and it's easy now to put this lawsuit out and have some traction.
Because if I tried in your house or something,
because if I tried 10 years ago or like 5 years ago, his lawyers would have shut that down immediately.
Blackballed,
right? So this is a slippery situation. Like when it comes to this stuff, you got to tread lightly, bro. Because violence is violence. You can't do that stuff, bro, especially against women. So, send Diddy to jail.
Cloud babies. Thank you so much for joining us. All right.
You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. There's a little bell notification so you can stay up to date with the foolishness we got going on here. And if you want to really support the show, you got to hit that join button because we got some special things on the way for y'all.
By pressing the join button, you help us go independent. You'll get perks, emojis, exclusive videos.
And depending on which tier you choose, you get to level up to helping the show out, being a producer to an executive producer at the highest tier. You get to pretty much direct where the show goes. So
we just want to work for you guys. That's it.